Specifically, being in that Humvee on the way out, and my head was bowed in prayer like it was before every mission, and then boom, the silence of the pre-dawn was destroyed by the deafening blast that sent my 18,000-pound vehicle about 6 feet in the air in a ball of fire. I remember that explosion happened, and my face felt hot, and I could feel and hear the truck disintegrating around my body. And when I opened my eyes, I realized that I was ejected from the vehicle, and my legs remained caught in the twisted and burning metal that used to be the floorboard and undercarriage of that truck. And throughout a lot of helter-skelter and a lot of chaos, I finally realized that I was wounded pretty badly. I looked forward to the driver's compartment of my vehicle and noticed that my very good friend, Sergeant First Class Mike Adelini, had made the ultimate sacrifice for our country this morning, and that's who I wear this bracelet for every day, to remind me not only the lessons of what it means to be a soldier, but the lessons of what it means to be a man. And long story short, I was able to stop the bleeding. My femoral artery was cut completely in half. I had to basically shove my hand in the wound and press against the piece of shrapnel that was in there and basically save my own life waiting for a medic to arrive, which finally did. I had a tourniquet on my leg, an IV in my arm, and off to the combat surgical hospital. And I remember going into surgery and waking up and the nurse right in my face saying, "We managed to repair your femoral artery. You're a very lucky man. We had to take your left leg below the knee. We managed to save your right one for now, but you'll probably lose that one too." And throughout I was there for 24 hours, basically. I saw my team, we laughed, we joked, we told stories, and I went to sleep. And I woke up the next morning at Landstuhl Regional Medical Center in Germany, where I'd spend 7 days. And all I could think of, surgery every day, and the times in between anesthetic consciousness and unconsciousness, and my conscious time, I thought about what the nurse said, that I'd lost one leg and probably the other. And all I could think about for those 7 days was the things I'd never be able to do again. I was married, I was a runner, I didn't think my wife would love me anymore, I had an 11-year-old daughter who I didn't think would look up to me and respect me the same way. I was just setting myself up for a lifetime of disappointment and loneliness. And I finally made it to Walter Reed, and I remember meeting my nurse Erica, who was amazing to me, and it was the second time in, she told me my wife was going to be there soon, and I remember that was supposed to be good news, but all I remember was feeling was anxiety and guilt and fear and nervousness. And when she left, I had that time to sit alone and think and be mad. Be angry. I'm angry that I wasn't with my guys anymore. I was angry that Mike wasn't here anymore. I was angry at Mike because I thought he got the better deal. That I was in pain and I didn't want to be here, and all I wanted was my life to be different. And then that day I had a visitor, and it was one of the founders of Wounded Warrior Project that came into my room with a backpack full of comfort items that we'd all take for granted today. But in that moment, it was the most significant gift I've ever received, and probably will remain the most significant gift I ever will receive. Because not only was it everything that I didn't know that I needed right there in a backpack with the logo of one warrior carrying another off the battlefield, which I instantly related to because a week before I was the guy on the top of that logo being carried off the battlefield. It was a promise that whatever I needed and whatever my family needed, that they would be there for me. And over the next 18 months and 36 different surgeries at Walter Reed, they were there for me. Whether it was adaptive skiing or snowboarding or wakeboarding or rock climbing, outrigger canoeing, kayaking, windsurfing, parasailing, you name it, they were at my bedside making me take the opportunities to prove that my disability didn't define me, but that I got to define what the rest of my life was going to be like. And I am just so thankful that they were there for me in that moment, because I learned a great lesson. I learned that we have the power to make whatever we need to make from our lives, no matter the situation and circumstance that life throws at us. You know, we all get thrown crazy pitches in life, and I was hit by this pitch pretty hard. And it took a group of caring people who didn't know me to reach out a hand to say, you know, we're here for you if you need us. That changed my life. And so today, I travel around the country and tell stories. I tell stories about what it's like to serve, and tell stories about what it's like to find a way to continue to serve, albeit not in the uniform that I wore so proudly. And now today, when I look at this logo, I still see one warrior carrying another off the battlefield. But I relate more now with the warrior on the bottom. To be that voice, to be that person that's there for someone when they need it. Just like Wounded Warrior Project was there for me when I needed it. So it has been an awesome experience, an awesome journey for me, And the gift that I really take away from that is that we all have the power to be amazing human beings, no matter what situation life finds us in. And yeah, it's been an honor to be here. It's been an honor to be on Kirsty TV, and find us on Facebook, Twitter. It's an amazing, amazing experience.